Hey, it's the 7th of July, 2016, 6:54 p.m. So, yeah, it's Thursday. It's gonna be 7 o'clock on the 7th of July. At least it's not 2007 or 2017 or whatever, you know. Anyway, it's Madison's birthday, so Madison's 2 right now. I think it was around this time that literally my mom did start to go into labor, like have contractions or whatever. Because Madison came early. Madison was supposed to come in August sometime. Same time as Caleb now, my second sibling or whatever that's inside of my mom's stomach. But yeah, that's what's going on, you know, right now. I was supposed to come in September. I was supposed to come, you know, maybe a little bit later, but still. I was supposed to come in September, so far I'm the good one. I'm the right one. Something like that. But in reality, I'm really not, because, you know, I'm like the weird, screwed up one, you know, according to them, but whatever. I had to cut the cord with Brady. There's just too much craziness going on. Now, last night, hey, to the point with her, like, I don't even know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to handle her. I don't know where to go when it comes to our relationship, because it's her. Like, she takes it to a level that is just so beyond any kind of control or management. And then I just felt exhausted because I realized how much I've been trying to handle her, right? And it's exhausting, and this is her over the phone. This isn't even her, but I'm dealing with her actual crazy ass. You know, living with me or married to me or whatever. She's sitting here talking about marriage and kids, and no. I can't imagine that disaster. Because that's involving so many more different elements that don't need to be there if the foundation isn't right. And, you know, that alone, the foundation within itself, the foundation within the foundation of the relationship is all wrong. Right? There isn't trust. Neither of us trust each other, really. And I think that's just wacko. You know, she lies, and I mean, it lies like she acts distant, or, you know, I asked her, okay, so what's going on, you know? Well, what did I say that, you know, messed you up? Because, like I said, like, she takes the smallest thing. She's like, oh, you know, you don't even like me, you don't even care about me, you don't even want to be with me. Okay, I get it. Okay, fine. And like, she hangs up, and I'm like, I literally just asked, you know, a simple question like I did, and it's not anything that's combative or like, you know, why are you so ugly, or, you know, like, it's literally me trying. I am literally trying. But anyway, I've heard the phrase that it's never just one person. It's always you that take some part in it. So because of that, I know there are plenty of times where people, they don't understand what gets on my nerves, and, you know, whatever. But to be honest, when it comes to her, it's like common sense stuff that you just don't do. Especially when I reach a certain point when I actually tell you, hey, stop, stop, stop. You know, like, you know, when I tell you, look, I'm really trying to work things out. I'm trying to talk to you. I'm trying to talk this out. And I'd like you to actually work this out with me. You know, whatever, like, we're talking about, I'm trying to talk about this. Again, like, it's only me, whoever wants to work crap out. Like, actually, you know, what I mean is work out maybe a disagreement that we had previously before. So it was just me again, trying to work out, you know, all these piled on top of piled on arguments and more arguments, and things that just are never dealt with, and it really gets old. So that whole phrase, yeah, well, you know, it takes two, you know, you have to take some part in it. I mean, she doesn't like to talk about things. She doesn't like, if it's not to her liking, if it's something that's serious, if it's something where like she knows that she was wrong at, because a lot of this stuff blows up because like I said, she shuts down, she's distant. So okay, I guess she just gives me like these plain answers, and she shuts up like, oh, then she shuts up, right? And then like she's silent. Um, or she tries to redirect me as if I'm an idiot. That's something I also don't like. I don't like when people are, because I deal with that already enough. I have been for a while now. I've been dealing with that kind of behavior for a while, so that really, really makes me tick. I don't like that. And the patience level goes down even more so, whenever people are testing my limits when it comes to that stuff. This is what I mean. When people, they're trying to talk to them, they're literally just trying to talk over you. They're trying to talk, they're trying to be the loudest, talk over you. They're trying to talk about something else when you're literally in the middle of trying to. So I'm talking to her. I'm like, okay, so, and this is a good example because literally this is what, really drew the line, as if the last big thing with her didn't make me draw the line too, because I was ready to quit. I did. I was really ready to quit. Because that was just ridiculous. And the same stuff. The same exact behaviors. Right? Where we're talking about the serious nitty gritty. Right? I'm trying to, and she has a lot of problems. She has a lot of things that she stacks up within herself. So that makes things hard. She's not really willing to cooperate with me. And, I'm like, okay, what's wrong? What's going on? And she's like, oh, oh, nothing, whatever. How was your day? I'm like, in my head, I'm like, again, little annoying, little, like a gnat, right? Like in my ear, like, right? Like, because I'm thinking, can you not do that? Damn, like, I'm trying to get in here. I'm trying to fix this. I'm trying to fix this problem. If you just let me, why aren't you letting me fix? Why aren't you letting me help at least? Or, like, damn, this is something that's going on with you. There's something that's hurting you. I can tell. So why don't you let me in? Because I don't like it. I don't like this version of you when you're just quiet and you're just upset. Because to be honest, you bring me down. Because, well, it's not much. It's not much of a pleasure. You're not much of a pleasure when you're just snapping at me all the time, when you're grumpy, and then, like, tiniest things. I have to get off the phone to do something. She's like, you hardly talk to me enough as it is. And, oh, fine, go ahead, go talk to someone else. Go talk to those girls I know you're talking to. And she hangs up. It's like, okay, why do you have to? Okay, now you're like putting another problem on top of problems I already have. Like, and that's something that's completely not even true. But again, I don't even get a chance to explain that, because when I do, I try to ask her why she would think that, or try to clear things up. Then she's like, okay, whatever. Anyway, how are you? I love you. You're so cute. Can I have a kiss? Like I said, she starts talking faster. She starts talking louder, talking over me. See, I don't like that. That pisses me off faster, almost faster than anything else. That doesn't make any sense. So that's not gonna help us move forward. That doesn't do anything. And that's what she was doing today. And what I was trying to work out today is the fact that literally last night, because I've realized we don't have a lot of things to talk about now. She has her things, I have my things, and that's fine. But see, and this is also what I've noticed in a lot of my other relationships now. What happens is, when you try to talk all day, every day, you kind of get bored with each other. Things aren't as fresh, right? And that doesn't mean that you think like they stink, or that you think that like they're boring, them necessarily, but things get bland, and I'm perfectly okay with that. I get that, because I now understand that's understandable, right? That's another reason why I didn't want to be talking to her 24/7 like she always wanted. She's like, well, we're not, like like, we're not even, like, oh, why don't you want to talk to me? Like, like, are you talking to someone else? Or, again, so that insinuating cheating, and that gets annoying too. That gets annoying because I always have to explain and cover my tracks. I shouldn't have to do that, right? And that shows that here I am trying to have to, like, fulfill or prove to her this token of trust that she should, bestow upon me. And no, if if I say it once, that's what it is, and I'll leave it alone. You know. If you have any more insecurities, we can talk about it from there. But I don't mean, to where you can try to accuse me of anything and push things in, like on me and shove it in my face and turn it around and use it to try to hurt me or make it seem like I'm hurting you and whatever. Because it's like, if I already told you once, this isn't what it is, whether it happens to do with cheating or not, or she tries to be, oh, okay, well, you don't call me and you don't care about me, you don't love me, you think I'm a bitch, you think I'm ugly, or, oh, I'm just always alone. Like, no one wants to care for me. I can't trust anyone. And I thought I could trust you, but I can't, right? Just all this immediate stuff, just throwing it at me. This is the guilt trip stuff, even if she doesn't mean to, because she probably is. She probably is going through a lot. As far as what I know right now, it seems like she has to change homes again or something like that. I don't know why. I don't know what happened, but that's what I'm assuming, because she said today she had to talk to a social worker. And that doesn't always mean, what I said, I think it means, but how she said it, it seemed off, It's one thing to have to talk to, a therapist, and she says she does whatever, and, she just had work done, like, on her mouth, medical stuff, so, I'm just saying, like, it just kind of makes me question safety in the home or whatever. But again, I actually do give a damn about her. I give a damn about her care and her safety, like a simp, right? I guess, right? Because she's shown me plenty of times that, she's so willing to hurt me and put me down and whatever. And then make me feel guilty for it and make it seem like I done something wrong when I literally didn't. Anyway. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not your enemy. I'm actually trying to do good for you. And she acts like she doesn't want it, so I back off. And I let her do her thing. But last night, like I said, I noticed we've gotten to this funk where either we don't end up saying much of anything, right? Because we talk a lot. We've already talked a lot. We've gone through our little, oh, I love you too. I love you so much, I love you too. We've gone through that little phase. I know that. So now the freshness of, oh wow, I have a girlfriend now. Wow, you're my girlfriend. Oh wow, you're cute. Oh wow, you're beautiful. Oh wow, you're sexy. All that stuff has worn off, right? And also, I realized we don't have that much in common, right? So I was trying to, share some things or watch some things together that can make us laugh and share some things together. Maybe, like, again, do something together. Ideas we can do, things we can talk about, and whatever, just whatever. Yeah. Things we can share. But, yeah, I sent her a video of, like, a Cat Williams, like, because I figured, okay, humor, something funny, right? Let me see, as a test run, I sent her, like, a short video of his stand-up, and I'm like, okay, so let me see what she thinks of this, whatever. I sent her that, she's like, okay, yeah, it's okay, I'm like, okay. In my head, I'm like, okay. You don't like that? I mean, okay, I guess. But I take it and I go on. Again, trying to find a balance of what she likes, what I can like, and, how things can work. And she's like, okay, so can I send you a video of what I like? I'm like, yeah, sure, of course. I'm all for it. I really was. And she's like, honestly, I don't want to watch any videos. I just want to talk to you. And I'm like, damn it, but that kind of misses the whole point. In my head, I'm like, it kind of misses the whole point of what I'm trying to do. Because you have to, like, for 10 straight minutes, 10, 15, 20 minutes is how it is. Like, we don't say that much. We really don't. There's just, like, empty silence on the phone. I hate that stuff. You say the usual when you get on the phone. Hey, how are you? I'm fine. I'm cool. How was your day? It was, this was my day. And da-da. But then after that, it's basically over. And maybe she starts talking about, oh, you're so, you're so cute or whatever, and I love you, and you're just always there for me, and da-da, but then it gets quiet again, because, I mean, like, is that it? Is that all we have? It's just the fact of, you really feel alone generally in your life, and you really love the fact that I'm here to take the place of that? What is it? Is that really it? Because after she's done sobbing and kissing up, it's quiet. I don't have that much to say to her. I mean, and that's nothing that bothers me. Anyway, and I brought this to her attention, right? She's like, can't we just talk some more? And I said, okay, well, what do you want to talk about? Like, I mean, what are some ideas that you have we can kind of share, and what are some things we can do together and talk about together? Like have common interests, things like that. Yeah, well, she was like, she named politics and things like that. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I don't even want, I'm sorry, like, my tooth is hurting. I'm like, I don't even want to go there. I don't even want to talk about politics because, number one, I'm not even that informed on the politicians that are running. I don't even know who the mayor is of this town. I don't know. I have to, I guess, get more in depth into that. But that's baby steps. I've been, doing so much research on other things. I mean, I feel like politics are kind of pointless to worry about anyway because either way, it's dirty, it's grimy in some way or another, and it's not going to be beneficial in any way to a black person whatsoever. Not really, right? Not the black community as a whole. So I feel like there's no point in really, putting a vote into the white population anyway. I mean, they don't really care about you as a black person. Yeah, that's how I feel. And then plus, I've never been good at keeping track of, who's this and who's that, and senators and the Congress. I've never really been good at keeping track of that. I always manage to forget and mix up who's who. And plus, that's tricky, alright? Because I've already, like, she's already tried to talk politics with me before. She's like, oh yeah, I'm voting, and I don't like people who don't vote because I'm going to go into the military, and, if I'm fighting for the country, I just think it's stupid for me to be fighting for people to have their rights, and they don't even use their rights, like voting. That pisses me off. That makes me mad. Again, I have my views about voting. I think it's stupid. I think it's pointless in general because it doesn't do much of anything, right? The electoral college, and also as a black person, yeah, you're not really counted anyway, right? And nothing is going to be, whoever you vote in, whatever they say that their stances are, they're not going to take any of those stances and take that and put the good into your community. They're not going to take that to actually build up the black community because no one really has. They can put a black face in office, but that doesn't mean anything. You see? So I know these things. I know the underground. I know this. I don't know the whole world of it yet, but I'm still, getting in depth. So anyway, like I said, politics, that's kind of seems boring. It seems bland and whatever. And before we've already she's gotten sensitive about that. When I said, number one, I don't vote. I think it's dumb to vote. I don't care to vote myself. She said, okay, well, what candidate do you like? And I'm like, I don't know anything. I said, okay, I don't really know that much about the candidates. I don't know who's a liberal, who's qualifies as a Democrat. I don't know. I don't keep track. I haven't even been paying attention. I've been so busy in what I've been doing in my mainstream life. You understand? That mess doesn't really affect me. Whatever policies they create or whatever in the future, right? It's gonna probably affect me. Hell yeah, probably. But again, you don't even know all the policies and codes or whatever that they're going to, enforce when they're in office, when they're running for office. Because again, they don't always tell you everything they plan on doing, right? And then plus, sometimes they just happen to come up with stuff, I guess. Plans happen to form while they're in office versus before they got into office. They had to get in first, right? So of course, they sweeten the deal and they make things sound good and sweet. And then you figure out that they put like this, raised tax or this raised law or whatever, some kind of crap against you. And it's like, dang. So, yeah, I don't really know. I just know that that's me. It's kind of a neutral whatever kind of stance. I'm kind of indifferent. And like I said last time, she's like, no, what? You're not voting for Bernie Sanders. And to be honest, the things I've been learning about Democrats and the whole liberal mess and how liberals get you and how they get the black vote and the crap that they spill to the black community to get the black vote, right? I'm not impressed. He's just another simp. He's just another guy who's gonna get in there and say blah 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 and then play you out in the end when you're still sitting back in your run-down, broken communities, right? And you don't really have anything. But this guy or this woman or whatever said they were going to do da-da-da-da. But then again, where's da-da-da-da? Suddenly, they can't do blah, 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 right? Suddenly, they can't do anything. Well, I'm sorry, I'm just the president. I can't do anything. Or, sorry, I was, they, checked and balanced me. I can't run this law, right? Whatever. I'm just saying. I know where I stand. I'm in my own life right now. And I don't really care. I don't care. Maybe someone's like, how do you not care who's running the country? And yeah, whatever. That's another video. But she's gotten sensitive, and she even started to yell at me and get mad at me. And I'm like, okay. Even in my head, I was like, okay, tone it down. I'm not here to be yelled at. I don't need to be yelled at. And why aren't you doing this? I don't need that. Just you need to calm it down. You're not supposed to come at me like that anyway. Not in general, and especially not in a relationship. Like, you need to, But, yeah. I told her, okay. I, like, this last night, I'm like, okay, well, I get that. I get, that stance. I heard what you said, and, I'm not really fond of talking about politics. But I guess, I can give it a whirl or whatever. I guess, it's fine. I like the idea. Okay, what else do you have? And then she was going to sleep. She started to go to sleep on me. So, and again, there's something else that makes me annoyed, because it's like, really, it's not much of a conversation. It's just even more of a not of a conversation, right? So, I'm like, okay, well, I guess you're going to bed. I'm just going to let you go to bed. So I'm just going to end up, I'm just going to go to sleep or whatever. She's like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, okay, bye. And she's like, no, stop. Why do you always have to do that? Why are you always trying to hang up? Why are you always trying to leave? Like, why don't you ever want to stay? Like, what did I do? And you act like I'm so horrible. You act like you hate me. Again, just all this stuff. Just spilling out. It's too much. It's too much. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, whoa. Stop. Again, stop. Stop with the fire. It's literally like you have a hose and you're hosing me down with fire. Stop it. I shouldn't feel like I'm being attacked. And again, my logical part is like, kicking me, in the head too, because I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you? Why are you even standing for this? Because you know the ins and outs of things, right? You don't let just anyone do this and keep doing this to you, so you're kind of a fool too for letting this go on. I don't care any kind of, but then again, like, my emotional side is like, oh, well, mom, and she needs help, and mom, she doesn't have anyone, and I just, yeah, and all my emotions, so, yeah. But I'm trying to explain to her, okay, I don't, like, she's like, yeah, like, you're always trying to leave, and, that's what you do best. If you want to leave, go ahead. No, fine. If you want to leave, just go ahead. Just go. Right? Then she gets nasty, and she gets bitter. Then she becomes an asshole. Again, this is after I've hardly said anything. When I'm just trying to begin to explain myself. And again, why do I have to, like, throw myself at her and try to explain stuff? And again, what does this remind me of? This reminds me of my home life. Right? This reminds me of talking to my mom. It's too much. What do you mean? Why should I have to explain to you, like, every single fucking thing I'm doing? Get off my back. I'm not a little boy. Don't run me around. I'm not a little boy. I'm not your kid. Stop, acting like you have to hold my hand and wipe my ass. Like, stop. You don't have to do that. And yet alone, you don't have any kind of dictation over me. It's, yeah. And again, my logical side is saying I shouldn't even have to, like, present this stuff. Because even the fact that this stuff is present in my mind, that shows there's a problem. And so, because I know there's a problem, I'm trying to correct them. Okay, I'm trying to talk things out, trying to work things out. I'm trying to explain myself. I shouldn't have to explain myself. I don't know anyone an explanation of anything. Especially when it's her acting out and just acting a fool. Anyway, I'm like, okay, well, the only reason why I'm getting off is because, well, you're not saying anything anyway, you're going to sleep, and, she's like, yeah, but that doesn't mean you have to leave. Like, God, why are you always trying to leave? And again, seconds, just spurring out everything, just coming at me with attacks. And I'm like, whoa, can you stop? Number one, stop interrupting, and you know what I'm talking about if you let me finish. But again, don't have me. And what happens a lot is I end up walking away from the conversation. We end up ending the conversation. Well, I end up walking away from the conversation, hang up on, or whatever, ending the conversation feeling worse than I did before I even got on the phone. So it's like she literally drains me each time. Whether we're intentionally trying to work out something or not. Either way, it never works. But yeah, there's a lot of that last night, and I'm like, okay, like I stay on the phone with you all the time. What are you talking about? I just want to have one night by myself to where I don't, have to do that. And again, I don't have to do anything. See, this is me in my head. I'm like, okay, I don't have to do anything. What the hell? Why am I saying this? Why do I? Because the more and more that I talk to her, I feel like I'm working out, right? But no, I'm just actually letting her know, okay, I'm a punk. I'm gonna stay around and let you do this to me. I'm gonna let you talk to me like this. I'm gonna let this stand. That's really what's going on. I may not see it as that, but then afterwards, after again, she's kicked my ass after she's, beat me, right? Because I'm her kid or something like that. After she's, hurt me and, made me more confused than I came in, talking about really with the conversation, then I realized, oh, okay, I shouldn't have said this. I should have said this. I should have laid down the line. And if I just hit this up, maybe things would have been quicker, right? Maybe if I just put my foot down the final time, she'll get it. But again, there's not a lot of assertive, behavior with me when it comes to her because I try to, either way, when I try to do that, right? It's like, oh, well, now you hurt my feelings, or now you're saying that you hate me, now I'm ugly. It's like, stop it, stop guilt tripping me, stop with the manipulation of the emotions, stop it. And that's why I feel like I have to try to step in and take care of all the time, right? Because I can't help it. If your life is going on a bad track, I can't help it right now. I can't help it. I can't try to fix all your boo boos, you know? And you don't need to throw that in my face. Like, oh, I'm just having such a hard time. No, no. Okay. Well, realize who's on the phone with you right now. Who's staying on the phone with you right now, regardless of this bullshit that you've been throwing at me for the last 20, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour and a half, because I'm still on the phone trying to work things out with your crazy ass. That's what I'm doing because I care, because I do love you. I do appreciate you. I'm trying to take care of you. I'm trying to fix the problem. And I would have been able to talk to you about these home problems that you're having if you, again, would have let me in. But you just want to, oh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, how are you? Oh my god, you're so pretty. Oh, I love you so much. That kind of stuff. I'll be talking to her and she literally just, you're so pretty. Hey, can I have a kiss? You're just so cute. I love you. I love you so much. I love you. I love you. Are you going to say I love you back? Because you didn't say it. Anyway, well, I love you. Hey, what are you wearing right now? What shirt are you wearing right now? Are you in bed? That kind of stuff. I'm literally talking. She just, whatever. I'm trying to ask her, how she feels or, how I upset her. And like, see, either she gets distant or she does that other crap, right? Where she overpowers me. She gets distant. She's like, oh, never mind. It's fine. It doesn't matter. No, it's fine. It's fine. And she's quiet, right? So now I really don't know what's going on. Either way, I have to overcompensate for her when she's not doing. I feel like I have to pick up the weight and carry everything. And I'm not really making this documentation just in regards to me and her, but this is a future thing for all other relationships that I'm going to have. I'm going to title this something along the lines of what I need to remember in all other relationships. And something funny? I've been wondering, like, would I have this kind of trouble with a guy? You can have guys who shut down. You can have guys who want to just distract you, not deal with things. Because, of course, right, home life 101, I see that a lot. I see that a lot happening. And I see how he gets to be slick and how he distracts her and lets things, well, he directs things to where things slip her mind, to where he distracts her and then she forgets, right? Or at least he makes a stupid joke, they laugh for a little bit, and then, well, the conversation is kind of avoided for a little bit. Or at least the conversation lessens to where, her tone isn't as serious, and where she suddenly, again, and this is that weird thing, that weak complex I notice, like, and this is why I'm scared. I don't want that to follow in me, right? Then she's talking and it's like, Then she's apologizing. So, baby, I'm sorry. I don't mean to yell. I'm just kind of worried, or I'm sorry, honey. Never mind. I'm just tired or whatever, right? I've noticed that so many times where she does that. I don't want to see that in me. And I notice that's actually remembering, again, my home life. That's what it turns into. I end up apologizing because I feel like I've bugged her too much when I shouldn't. No, I shouldn't have to ask you to do certain things. I shouldn't have to ask you to try to talk to me, work things out. You should already, and there's another thing, like, in relationships, like, look, I understand that we all go through things. Like, hell, I've had quite a day myself, right? I've had a day where, the, dealt with a bunch of idiots and everything like that, but I'm just saying, and now I'm the one stuck without a job, so I'm having to look for a job again. After everything was apparently guaranteed. But whatever. I get it. Things happen. You have things in your past that still affect you. We all have ghosts and everything like that follow us around, and skeletons in the closet, whatever you want to call it. We all have things happen. We all have bits of broken pieces within us. I'm not gonna lie, because we've fallen far from Genesis. We're not in this perfected state, right? And I get that. I accept that. I'm willing to work with you, however, right? Whether it's being as direct as I need to be, or as passive and kind of gentle and submissive as I need to be within the moment, right? Anything to kind of help guide you and get you through, or talk it out with you, right? But I feel like if you come to me, you need to come to me. You need to come to me right. Don't come to me when you're broken and when you're, when you can't even fix yourself and you can't even maintain yourself and you can't even pick yourself up to a point and help yourself. Because then I have to, that's overtime for me. I'm doing my life and I'm also trying to take care and micromanage you. And your fits of when you throw a fit and all this stuff. It's crazy. It's too much. It's too much for me. Even though I was that person who, I feel like at points in relationships, other people had to try to micromanage too. Because I would suddenly get really angry or whatever. Oh, man, that's not enough. Even knowing that, it's not enough to actually make me suddenly have the patience to be able to handle that with anyone else. It's not enough. I'm sorry. I do to a certain point, to a certain extent, but this is just crazy. In either way, I'm always wrong. Either way, I'm not as helpful, right? She's really good at that emotional manipulation. I forgot about that, how good she is at that. So, like I said, I ended up hanging up the phone like, dang, what just happened? Like I said, there was one time we were arguing about the wind. It wasn't we. It didn't start out as we. It started out as, again, her. Pointing the most bullshit out. They're getting angry about it. You're just blowing into the phone. You're just making fun of me, huh? You think I'm stupid, huh? You're just blowing into the phone. Okay, I get it. You think I'm stupid. You think I'm ugly. You don't like me, okay? You're just blowing into the phone. You're just making fun of me. You're just blowing into the phone like you're a little kid. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I'm outside. No, that's the wind. That's the wind blowing. It's hitting the phone like the speaker. She's like, oh, whatever. You're such a little kid. You're so childish. Think I'm stupid enough to believe that's the wind. I'm like, yeah, I just told you 2 minutes ago I was getting ready to go outside, and now I'm outside. That's the wind. I specifically remember that crap. I remember sitting on the sidewalk, basically yelling, trying to get her to listen, trying to get her to stop blaming me for stuff and make me feel guilty. Again, trying to defend myself about the wind blowing, even though I clearly know, plain as day, yeah, the wind was blowing. Why? Because I was out there. The wind was hitting me, it was hitting my face, it was blowing into my speaker of the phone. Dang, okay, I'm gonna say, I think I feel like my, there's like a part of my mouth, it's like the side of my mouth that's hurting right now. So sorry, I think it's like my wisdom teeth or something, I don't know. But yeah, that's how it was. And, there's a lot of stuff like that still happens with her. Like, she hasn't changed that. That, in addition to the other stuff that used to annoy me, interrupting me, never wanting to actually work stuff out, just wanting to distract me, you know? And that's rude. That's just disrespectful when I'm literally trying to talk to you. I'm trying to work things out, and you just want to play it all. You're just, oh, what did you have to eat? Okay, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? No, what are you wearing? Okay, oh, you know what? I love you. I love you. Can I have a kiss? I love you. I love you. Are you gonna say you love me too? I miss you. I miss you. Don't you miss me? You don't miss me? Okay. So I guess you hate me. You hate me, right? Okay, fine. And like she hangs up, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, damn. It reminds me of Key and Peele. It reminds me of Megan. It does. It reminds me of Megan. Like this weird, just this girl comes out of nowhere and she has the most erratic behavior. What is it? His name Andre? Wasn't that? Oh snap! I'm Andre right now. Like, Andre. Andre, where are you? Snap. Oh man, that is great. That movie theater thing. Andre. Anyway, Andre. Andre. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure you have seen it. Uh, Andre. Snap. Oh man, that's great. For some reason, I can't find that clip on YouTube anymore. I can't find it. That was the best. Ugh. Andre. Man. But yeah, man, that's how it is. The most, like, out of whack, like, just out of nowhere behavior you wouldn't expect. That's how it is. And anyway, like I said, I'm sitting here explaining myself on the phone and getting annoyed because I realize again, here I am explaining stuff on the phone and feeling guilty and just overwhelmed with emotion because I'm confused and I'm angry. I'm starting to get angry because I realize again what's happening once again. And I haven't told her, right? I said, okay, I'm trying to find more in common with you, right? I'm trying to have more things to talk about because either we get on the phone and we're quiet, we don't have anything to talk about, right? And then the whole time she's butchering me about, oh, why won't you talk to me? Why are you so quiet? I'm like, I don't know what to say. And she gets mad at me because, oh, you don't know what to say? Okay, I guess I'm just boring you, huh? And no, it's okay. I guess I'm just boring. Okay, I guess you hate me. And like she hangs up. And I'm like, well, like what just happened? Right? Or we end up arguing. We end up getting into some kind of a fight. The reason why we get into some kind of a fight is again because of the bull that like she pulls out. Anyway, I just know that, like I said, so here I'm getting angry. I'm like, okay, why are you on my ass? Why are you acting like I can't, do this? Why can't I just have one night where I'm not bound to like this? Like, I feel like it's too much of an obligation to stay on with you all night, all the time. And most of the time, like, we're on like a webcam thing, the webcam cuts off, right? Just the call disconnects whenever it wants to, or the signal, internet connection drops, right? Either from her house, from where she's at, or from my place. So she ends up calling me back sometime whenever she happens to wake up, or I end up trying to call her back, but I try to let her sleep because, she just went through a major surgery, and, she would talk about how she's hurting, so I'm trying to be respectful. I'm trying to take care of her. Hell, she doesn't feel good. She's in pain. I'm trying to let you sleep. Right? I'm trying to let you sleep off this pain. It's a sign of respect. It's a sign of care. I'm not trying to hound you. Hey, are you awake? Hey, pay attention to me. I'm not trying to do all that. Number one, that's not needed, and that's not my character. And man, it's whatever. And I don't like this unnecessary clinging. I don't like that because again, I've already told you, like, I noticed off the bat how she was like obsessive, like, like always having to be on with me. And if I can't be on with her, she's like, oh, she gets upset. She's like, okay, you just been avoiding me all day. Like I finally get on the phone with her, right? At like 7. It's 7:34 right now, but let's say I would finally get on the phone with her the first time in the day. Let's say it's 4. Let's say it's 7, whatever. I'm like, let's say it's 11 in the morning. I'm like, hey, honey, I love you. I miss you, whatever. Oh, what's going on? How do you feel right now, right? I'm checking up on her. Like I said, 'cause she just had, like, a surgery and on, like, her wisdom teeth, having them taken out, and she was having some complications. So I'm like, hey, what's going on, honey? And she's like, nothing. I mean, you just kept hanging up all night. So this again after I would explain to her, no, several times again, no, that's the connection. It drops. She would see for herself how it would just randomly hang up on her. We would be on the webcam. She couldn't hear me or I couldn't hear her. We'd have to randomly hang up. Signal would drop. So it wasn't something I was just making up. But again, this is the guilt. Like, she makes me feel like, again, like I'm lying or whatever I do is not really good enough. And whatever. Ugh. I just know that, yeah. She'd be like, okay, well, nothing. I'm fine. It's just, I'd get on the phone like, hey, baby. Like I said, like right now, it's 7:35 p.m. That's literally the time right now. Let's say it's my first time talking to her that day. I'm like, hey, baby. I get on the phone like, hey, well, how's your day been? She's like, oh, it's been fine, except just, my girlfriend's been avoiding me all day. I don't know who she's talking to. I don't know why she's been avoiding me, but, it's whatever. I guess she doesn't really like me as much as she thinks. But anyway, how are you? How are things going for you? And that automatically, every time, in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck? What do you expect me to say to that? Because that just silences me right off the bat. I mean, you take the happiness that I had coming on to you and you drain it. Why do you always do that? Why? Why can't you just let things be? Damn. Like, anyway. The first time I get on with you, you make me feel like shit. And for what? Because I'm not around to stay on with you all day? Why do I have to try to, hold your hand? Why do I have to hold your hand? And, like, why do you have to be constantly, like, by me all the time? Why? Like, come on now. Damn. It's annoying, and like I said, eventually, it just, you want some space, and, ugh, anyway. So we argued about that last night. She's like, oh, da da da, and you just want to get away from me. I'm like, look, again, you're taking this and you're twisting it. That's not what I meant. I didn't say that I hate you. She's like, yeah, you did. I know you did. It's okay. I know you hate me. I did. And again, she starts talking fast. She starts talking louder and saying stuff that I haven't even said. And before I know it, I'm apologizing for stuff that I haven't even said. Now, if that doesn't remind me of stuff I've been going through already, I don't know what else does. Because that stuff I've already been dealing with, that stuff I've already had to try to manage and let go already. And now I have some other female doing this? No. I don't appreciate that. I don't. Anyway, I'm gonna make a part 2, okay? I'm out.